Right then, everybody, because I am back on the Xbox, I've had to go back to my old mic, and you will not have any stream graphics right now, but that should be all good, because there's not too many laps of the race to go. But thank you for the guys that have rejoined back after watching before. I do appreciate it. Actually, let's see if the mic's even on, is it? Yeah, yeah, the one thing that I will say is this mic gets very, when I shout, it gets very crackly, so that's the reason why I don't use it. So, yeah, hopefully it's all good for you. I mean, if you give me some action, you're going to make my mic crackle, so it's down to you guys what happens. But lap 16 of 22, and only 6 laps to go. There's not too long left of this Grand Prix, really, as it's Bjorn then leading this Grand Prix from ARL, then from Quotemaster, Nike and Floyd Pink in this race. We have lost Strike, Eagle, Chuck Norris, Unksu, I don't know how I'm going to say that, honestly, God, Rick Maru and Dodger in today's race. We have lost quite a bit, and we are left with 5 here today. The safety car is out. Just imagine my safety car graphic on stream. But not too many laps of the race to go. I've got to say, safety car around here drags. It takes ages. But Bjorn is leading the race off, and we should get going pretty soon. Right then, everybody. Here today on the grid, it's lap 16 of 22. It's Bjorn ahead. The safety car is in, and we are racing again. Here today in Spa, it's Bjorn then from ARL, then from Quotemaster in 3, Nike in 4, and Floyd Pink in 5. We have lost the rest of the drivers. We have lost the other 6 people in today's race, left with 5 on lap 17 of 22, and only 5 laps to go in this Grand Prix. We are really narrowing it down now to the end of this race. The laps dropping like flies as the Ferrari of Quotemaster trying to gain towards ARL. Nike with a 3-second penalty. Quotemaster isn't fast enough to make that gap close then between him and ARL at the moment, but I'm sure he will be able to do that as soon as possible. I also want to put a bit of a... I keep having stutters. I also want to put a quick reminder out there for everybody watching. If you guys are interested in watching stuff like this back, or just any race in the future when the actual league season starts, I made a YouTube channel for this league. So you've got your own channel now, and at the end of each race, I will upload the videos to your YouTube channel, and then of course that is your space to go and watch your videos. They will never disappear. You'll always have them. They'll be there for years on end, and you just have a nice catalogue of videos of your races, which will be pretty nice. On the stream, it isn't any of my branding. It's all your own branding. So I think you have a lot of fun with that. But yeah, here today, lap 17, nearly lap 18 now as these laps run down towards the end. But it has. You know what? It's been a pretty decent race, really. It has. We've lost quite a few people, but of course, as you know, this isn't counted towards anything. This is just kind of the pre-season race. It was a social race that was set up earlier on, and we've managed to get ourselves 11 people in it, which is quite nice. And I don't mind things like this happening more often, to be fair, if it's the day that I don't have commentary. I've got 3 days on. I've got 3 days on Tuesday, Thursday at the minute, and Saturday at the minute. But I'm not too sure when that will change. But are we going to get a move here then between the Aston Martin of Floyd and the McLaren of Nike? Yes, we are around the outside, and the Aston Martin is through. Can he try and get ahead though? He was just about through there. Never mind, he's backed off, and that is it for the Aston Martin on lap 18 of 22. Apparently we're still under the safety car, everybody, but that is not right, so just ignore that for a second. It should go away soon as this battle still continues, as Floyd and Nike still try and give it their absolute all today. Racing. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the stream so far, everybody, apart from obviously the lag that was going on earlier on. But I hope you've enjoyed so far. It's been pretty fun indeed, and it's quite nice that I've been called up to do this one. I hope you're enjoying this server as well. I've did a bit of a revamp of it earlier. I've still got a bit more to do, but yeah, and then of course I'm making you guys some graphics as well. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But Floyd Pink with a 3-second time penalty in this race. There's a battle going, of course, behind as well of Floyd and Nike that seems to be having a bit of a tussle, but they are a bit of a gap between them at the moment. Nothing really too much going on, but I'm sure they're going to scrap next few laps. But yeah, if anyone needs any graphics doing, I've just started to get into it. Quite took an interest in it, to be fair. So if anybody wants anything doing, definitely send me a message, and I'll see if I can sort you out with that. And apparently I'm doing server revamping now, actually, which I did earlier on. So if anyone needs something like that doing, I'll be more than happy to help you with that. But here we go then. We are still racing here. Nothing too much going on with the top three, but behind these two seems to be having a scrap again. Nike now trying to make a move on Floyd Pink. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Down the inside, the McLaren is through past the Aston Martin, and P4 is all Nikes then in this race. What a lovely move that was on lap 19 of 22. 3 laps more of this Grand Prix, about 4 actually, before we end it. But we've got 6 people that are out of the race, and we are left with 5, ladies and gentlemen. Down the main straight we go. It's lap 20 out of 22 then. And of course the pack is a little bit spread out at the moment through Eau Rouge. That was a nice camera angle, wasn't it? Up towards the top of Eau Rouge then, as Nike and Floyd make their way up there now. Bjorn, RL and Quotemaster are already up there and ahead of this session, but it is the Williams ahead then from ARL, then from Quotemaster. Oh, into the barrier. That was a big shunt, wasn't it? For the Ferrari. Oh, wow. That was big. As, how was he not retired from that? That looked intended to be there, unless that was accidental, but I'm not too sure, because it was a big shunt. The Ferrari very nearly was out of this race there, as he's off the track, waiting for the 2 guys to fly through, and I believe he will retire now at the back. Yes, he does. Quotemaster retires from the session then here today. He is out, and we are left with 4. Does that remind you of anything, everybody? Left with 4, like last time. But welcome along to the 5 people that are in here today. We've got 2 more laps left of this social race then. Here today for Dcdrl, which has been a nice race indeed. We have lost 7 people now, but it is all good. It is all good. As Bjorn now makes it lap 21 out of 22 and brings us on to the penultimate lap of today's Grand Prix. The Williams is most likely going to be able to take the win today. It's going to fall in his favour if he can keep 2.3 seconds to ARL behind. Here we go then, the Aston Martin, what can he do? Gaining up towards the McLaren, who is going off the track there very nearly into the barrier, and down the inside Floyd sends it, locking up goes the McLaren. Can this man on your screen right now make his way through? He's side-by-side racing in the final few laps then here today. This is what we like to see. Down the inside, Floyd just trying to keep his car ahead then from the McLaren, who is sat currently behind. Who will stay ahead in this battle here? Just have to see. We have lost 7. The remainder of 4 people on this penultimate lap then, going into the final third. The front 2 drivers are, and we're going to have in this race 3 of them on the podium and 1 left straggling at the back. In today's race. Here we go then, the top 2 leading us round the final corner and over the line. It is lap 22 of 22. We are here today on the final lap of today's race. It's Nike from Floyd then in P3 and P4 who are having a lovely scrap. Making a bit of contact there, very nearly going round at the same time. Now both of them either end of the racing track, and the Aston Martin with a such better exit there out of that battle is ahead. But now let's take a small look then at the guys ahead. Of course it is Bjorn in the Williams and ARL 33 in the V car. The board was just smashed there. I think I saw something come up. As the Williams into the middle sector already and giving it pretty much everything he's got in this race. He's done superbly well. The front end there not really responding to him like the way he was asking it to, but he managed to sort it out pretty quickly and didn't let that one slide, as no pun intended, as he carries on and ventures through the track. There's something happened here. Floyd, what's happened with Floyd? He's gone off there. ARL with a 3-second time penalty towards the end, but now the Williams of Bjorn then. This man on your screen has pretty much dominated this whole race. It was up in front Ricky Maru at the start for the first 3 laps, but unfortunately didn't go his way. From then on, it has been the Bjorn show in today's race. It really has. It's been all about that man right there on your screen, and pretty soon he'll be crossing that line to solidify the race win here today in the social race here today. It is going to be pretty good if he can, and he will go ahead and do that. No penalty for the Williams, as here in Spa he comes towards the line and takes that win from ARL in second place. Nike will come around pretty soon and he will take the final spot on the podium. Fair play to him. He's carried on the whole entire race and he's drove a perfect race as well, and podium is what he's been wanting. The McLaren around the final corner, over the curb and towards the line. Nike and Floyd crossing together. It's P3 for Nike, P4 for Floyd. That is it for your social race at Dcdrl. What a lovely race that was. Right there, everybody. Finished results then for the Grand Prix, Belgian Grand Prix here today. for the social race. It is Björn and the Williams taking the win here today from ARL in second. Then it is Nike in third, rounding off that podium with ARL fastest lap of the race. Floyd Pink in P4, the last driver to finish. That man finished in P4, and of course Quotemaster only retired a few laps before the end, but he would have been P5. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Just a reminder to you that next week is the next pre-season race out in Silverstone, so be there. We'll be live on this channel next Friday at 7 PM UK time, so definitely look out for that one. Also look out for on the 3rd of January 2025 will be the first race once again here in Spa for round 1. It's going to be a good one for the first season. We'll see you then. Thanks for joining me, and good night.